Hey y'all, look, y'all excuse my hair because my hair was supposed to be turned out a loud yellow color, but it turned. Hey, welcome in. It turned into a loud green color, but y'all know I love colors anyway. Y'all know I love loud neon colors, and y'all know I just like if you see the shorts that I got on, they loud. If you see, well, they ain't shorts, but they like biking shorts anyway. But my mama decided that she wanted to see how long it growed. Cause y'all know the situation with the braids and everything. Y'all know I wanted to get my hair cut last year, but then I went on and got it cut this year in April. Cause I never seen nobody do the braids the way that the braids was put in mine. And the situation with the braids falling out and everything, I never know. But it was then when I took it down within the less than a week, it was all like matted up. And so I was like, okay, you know what? Some just ain't right. Some just ain't right. So I was like, okay, it's time to go ahead and get it just cut all off because that's what I should have done in the first beginning. But I was actually in somebody's video and I was real excited about being in this person video that they wanted me to be in a video. And I was like, what? Because when that person actually takes me and then they actually had said they had inboxed me and I was like, you want me to do what? I was like, wait a minute. Wait. I can't dance. And they was like, no, you don't have to dance. All you got to do is just stay there. I said, huh? I said, but you want me in your video? Y'all know the video is y'all know the video. I think I don't know. It's on that person page anyway. So the video is up and y'all see me in the videos. I was doing two little things in the videos. I was excited. But anyway, once I got my hair, this right here, look at it, just a mess. It's actually when my mom took me to the beautician a couple of days ago, I got it washed, deep condition, deep condition, washed again, and the beautician washed like my mama washed when I was younger. And I got it straightened out, pressed out, not the silk press, but the regular pressed out, and then flat iron and curl. Now you see, no curls. So it's like, so I think I'm gonna go get me some. Well, not right now, but the beautician was like, okay, I got to, train it, whatever. Because the beautician was like, oh, you don't have nothing in your hair. You is all the way natural. I was gonna try to put a little perm in here, but then I decided not to. Y'all know my son just like, don't you put nothing in your hair. Don't you put nothing. My son, he took with me with this stuff about the brainwash all this. And my son do a lot of reading. That's why I tell y'all. I always said that my son act like my siblings and my mama and my dad. He got some of my ways, but when it come to now, I'm not denying myself like it's smart, but when it come to all now, I used to do a lot of reading, but not like that. Well, yes, I did anyway. But when he said something about getting it, he wanted me to try the twist. And I was just like, I want to go through the ugly stage. Y'all know, I want to go through the little ugly stage because y'all know I would it not see it just only can be braided or twisted up in or either added some fox locks or something like that to it. And I don't want to go through the little ugly stage. And it just me. I don't got no offense with anybody. But anyway, yeah, let me jump on into this story. Yo, I did say that I was gonna tell y'all how me and my old man met. Actually, me and my old man, we've been knowing each other. We've been knowing each other. We kind of grew up together. but he older than I am. And I used to have one of the biggest crush on him. I'm talking about I used to have one of the biggest crush on him. And I used to tell him all the time, you know what? I I remember writing him a letter, but he was at that time, and what I mean by scared of girls, he wasn't studying no girls at that time. He was just more off into looking at somebody like this, was studying me. And then, but he lied and said that he had a crush on me. He did used to come over to my parents' house. And when he used to come over to my parents' house, both of us used to go over to each other's house. But he never showed the signs of like that he was liking me, like we was being like we was gonna be together or anything. He never showed those signs. So I used to do everything to try to prove to him that I liked him. It was like writing him a letter. Um, what else did I do? I ain't get out there and try to. I ain't get out there and try to show my body or nothing like that. I did, but he claimed that I walked with my head down, but I did not walk with my head down. He said that I frowned. I probably was frowning and stuff. So I was already with somebody. A couple. I used to go in the store and ask, and I would see his sister, and I would be like, "How your brother doing?" Because he had to end up, he had to end up doing something inside. I'd be like, how your brother be like, how your brother doing? Tell your brother I asked about him, and she, be glad that I asked about him, because I guess I don't know, folks. A lot of people were asked about him and stuff. So I know, right? Um, the dude that I was with, the dude that I was with, I was not intending to be with the dude. It was just like the dude had got evicted from his place. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, you gonna end up with him. You gonna end up with him." And I was like, "Oh, H no. H no. No, I'm not gonna end up with him." Happened I had a family member. I'm not calling no name on here. Happened that I had a family member that the police was looking for because somebody had lied on that family member. And the the dude that I had started talking to, he worked for the company that I was renting from. And he was one of the truck drivers for the company. And he worked at he had a master key to all the departments where I was staying at. The family member that was staying with me, somebody, I know it had to be somebody, I don't know who it was, but I know it has to be somebody because I was staying like right where you can see me on the road. They had went back and they had told the police that their family member was staying with me. But the dude was staying with me, and their family member was staying with me at the time. This family member like just spending the night. He would be there, he would go to work and stuff like that. And it was another friend of mine, y'all. I don't need to be telling y'all this, but anyway, me and the dude had we did end up dating the one that worked for the company. So unintentionally, and I was just like, no, because I didn't think I was gonna be with the dude. So I end up getting a phone call, and the phone calls when you get the house phone calls, how you can leave the messages and stuff like that on there. So the dude ended up calling me. He left a message on the house phone. The dude knew I was talking to him. One day I was walking through the apartment and I messed around and I called the dude that I was dating, the dude name. And I was like, what? I said, you know what I said? Because that I had somebody. I wouldn't, it wasn't even supposed to have been ended up like that. So we had actually had backed away from each other. But I had got a letter in the mail And the letter that I had got in the mail, it was a card. It was a nice card. And me and my best friend, we was scared to open up the letter. And it was like, I wish I can show it to y'all. It was this little, like a little cash box. It had the little key to it. So he ended up going to the mailbox and it showed who it was from. That's when the shit hit the fan. Like, okay. Yeah, I've been told you that we was not together. I've been told you because after I seen how you move and you was moving different with me, I'm gonna show you who I am. So, you show me who you is. I see a sign, I'm gonna show you who I am. So one day I was on the internet and me and my old man, we actually followed each other on there. So somebody was writing all on his page and remind you, I had just really put the dude out because I had felt like that the dude had something to do with telling on the family member. And then I also had put the dude out because it was a situation where the dude had got drunk and was throwing stuff at the old man that stayed above us, called throwing like bill ballers. And I was in auto body repair. And so my instructor, she was a female. I said, I don't know what happened. I'm not finna go no court. She let me know that if I didn't go to court that I would get subpoenaed for failure to appeal. And I wasn't trying not to miss class like that. I wasn't trying to miss class. So the like three guys, I ain't gonna call their name. And so I was late walking in auto body repair for like 2 days and she knew. So they let me slid behind them to keep me from getting marked like I wasn't there. And they, thank you. I appreciate it. So by the time I got to class late, like I said, she knew that I had to go to court. I was like, I'm not finna put up with this. I'm not finna put up with this. And then he had some girl that stayed on the other side of us and everything. But anyway, let me finish telling y'all this part. Stop interrupting me, girl, first. Because I see everything you just said. So before me and my old man, before we had got together, somebody wrote on his page and they said, I love you. And then so he was telling people that he loved them back. So I jumped on his page and I jumped on his page and I jumped in his inbox. And I was like, oh, you telling everybody that you love him but me. And I was like, really? So you love everybody? And at that time, we wasn't even together for real. I was like, okay, so that's what we doing. So then he hits me back and he tells me, I love you too. And I said, so you want to tell me you love me now and everything. So I just like, really? You don't, no, you don't. You just talking. So he sends me a message and tells me, you my woman. And I was like, what? That's like, no, I'm not your damn woman. And I was like, huh? And I said, how I'm your woman? He was like, you my number one and only woman. I said, this conversation did not have nothing to do with, I did not ask you was you single. I did not ask you was you dating. You just bust out and said, so he sends me a message and tells me, call. He sends the number to me and say, call. I said, you want me to call you? And I thought it was just so cute because he wanted me to call him. And I was like, okay. I end up calling him. We got to talking. And for real, just by the name, I wasn't even thinking about the name that was on the screen. Cause I didn't really know who he was at the time. So when we got to talking and we was talking about our family, we was talking about everything. And so when he sent me a picture, and when he came to see me in person, during the time when he sent me that picture, it still didn't ring a bell. But when he came to see me in person, y'all, I bust out. I said, God damn it, I know who your ass is. I said, you don't make me your damn woman. I said, shit. I started cussing. And I was like, really? Because the name was not ringing a bell. So when he came to see me, he came and gave me one of the biggest hugs and everything. And I was like, all this damn time and you knew. I said, so I was like, wait a minute, you remember you ran from me because you thought my son was your son. I said, and you know damn well me and you didn't sleep together. So he was like, he just kept telling me, oh you mine, oh you mine. I said, I'm yours. uh like I said, I was with somebody else at the time, but things wasn't. I had already just put that person out. It wasn't like that. I just jumped, or anything. So I actually had took a break from dating. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. You know what? Cause even though when I even though the dude just come up to me, just apologize to me the other day, he was like, "Oh, you looking good. Oh, you looking good." I hate that shit when they do that old dumb shit for real. I hate that. And he was like, "Oh, you showed on moved on up." And so the ex, I told the ex, I was like, no, well, you thought you was pulling me down. God was keeping me up. But for my old man, and believe it or not, me and my old man, I mean, I'm not gonna tell y'all that it's easy. And when my old man came up to me and gave me that hug, and then I mean he hugged me because he really hadn't seen me in forever, for real. And as we was talking, and then my best friend, she was like, you know what, you got a glow in your face. And I'm telling y'all, these, wait a minute, y'all know I tell y'all, it's like, what is it, the last, it's more than 10 years. More than 10 years that me and him been together. I'm gonna put it like that, because y'all know y'all be on the line. And I don't see the glow or anything. But I used to get so mad with him because I used to tell him, you ain't studying me, you ain't studying me. And he would show me, and he was doing everything, still is, to show me, yeah, you mine, yeah, you mine. But then I had got to the point one day when I had told him, I said, you know what? When I had got sick, I told him, I said, you gonna find somebody else. He said, what is you talking about? I said, you gonna find somebody else, because I don't need to be with nobody that's go, because I was afraid of, how you, when you get sick, how people do. He like, I don't know what kind of person you been dealing with. And I said, well, I'm just giving you an opportunity to go on and leave me alone now, so to save me the time of being hurt and everything else. But when I tell y'all, and I ain't bragging, when I tell y'all, my parents, they love him to death. He is so supportive, and my son love him to death, because, like I said, we've been knowing each other all our life. The thing is he much older than I am, way older than I am, and even my best friends, they love him to death. I didn't think that one right there. I feel like when I got with him, and for me to have a crush on him, I felt like I got myself a winner because even though when we argue, I mean, and then plus he's a Leo. And y'all know I'm a Scorpio, so y'all know the Leos and the Scorpios. Y'all know how stubborn we can be, and the grudges we can be. The only difference is that sometimes I think that I'm more of a forgiving person than what I used to be, and I'm more of Well, you know what? I remember, but I forgive you, but I won't hold it as much as I used to back then. But I just like, no, no, I didn't think me and him would ever be together. This one right here, I did not think we would be together like the way that we are. And we did like the stuff that we talked about and the stuff that we did. But the pictures, baby, I did not know. And I just like, okay, no, not me. And I have so many people that tells me, even when somebody else call themselves liking me, they be like, oh no, they team him. I'm not gonna put his name on here. Y'all know that he followed me. We follow each other on social media. Um, I don't. I just don't like to put my personal business out there like that. As I tell everybody, social media can be a crutch. Social media can be a blessing, but it depends on how you use it and what ways. And what I love about him, even though when I said I would be on the phone with him, and I had gained a lot of weight from. I don't think it was that I was hurt by what I seen that happened to me in the relationship. As y'all, if y'all didn't know what, now I'm not talking about my old man, but the ex. If y'all didn't know what had happened with my ex, is I was at work one day and I was doing housekeeping at this. I was doing housekeeping and cashier at this convenience store. So I came home, and when I came home, I don't consider everybody as a friend. So one of the ladies that I had met, that she was like, oh, she was a close friend of mine. She was from up north. Baby, when I came home that day, the worst part, walking into my apartment, this lady was in my bed with the dude that I was talking to at the time. She was like on the top like a cowboy. Y'all, when I tell y'all, the old man that stay next door to me, I went next door. I said, do you got a gun that ain't got no bullets in it? Because I wanted to scare him. He was like, don't you do that. Don't. He was like, girl, don't you do that. So what I did, I took everything up out of that apartment that belongs to me, even though the apartment was mine. I took everything up out of that apartment. Everything. Because I didn't want no members, the beds, or everything. And I let my brother and his I let my brother stay there. Cause I was just like, I couldn't stay there in that apartment no more. And I didn't want nothing to remind me. But when I tell y'all, that was hurt. I got through with an 8-hour job in less than 4 hours. And he was like, oh, it ain't what you think it is. And she was like, oh, it ain't what you think it is. She ended up, went back somewhere, made it seem like that I tried to cut her, which I did not. And she made it seem like that I did. So then she started telling me she was pregnant for him. Which it was just like all kind of stuff with the girl. The thing I know, the girl ended up in a hospital where she tried to cut her own self with some razor blades on her arm, but she said that I did it. Baby, no, it wasn't even that deep because, the thing was, I'm not going to lie and tell you that I wasn't hurt, because I was hurt, because due to the fact that that's what I had to come home to. And I was just like, no, you know what? I don't even want to date nobody. But at the time, me and the guy, the old man that I'm with now, that I've been with, At the time, me and him, like that we had started conversing back and forward to each other, but it was just like he wasn't even. I still say he wouldn't even study me. Then so you know how you eat and gain weight, you eat and gain weight. Then the mama heard me when the mama heard me say, you know what, I ain't got time for this. You a grown man, ain't no more milk in your mama titties. You need to stop sucking on them. And then we came back. He thought he could just stay with me. He had found out where I was. My niece standing there. First time ever using a taser on him. I'm holding the taser, wouldn't even let the taser go. And she was hollering, Linda, let it go, let it go. I'm just like, I wasn't drunk. And I did have me some Patron and vodka, but I wasn't like drunk or anything. But it just like, you want to come there and then you want to think, then the phone ringing. Then the girl that he was fooling with, oh, I know that whenever he come back home, he was gonna come to you. I know what he, but now that they broke up and everything, now she wanna try to act like I'm her best friend. I don't even know the girl like that because she was always, well, I know this your house phone and I know he with you, and because when he just left my house, he with just all kind. Females. Some females can do some stupid dumb shit for real. Some of them. But when I tell you that this one right here, baby, when I told him, I said, I need to try to lose some weight. Doctor kept telling me I need to lose some weight. I didn't want to listen to the doctor. Now, but I started running into more health problems. And when I told him, I said, I I need to, do you think I can ride that bicycle? When I tell y'all the encouragement and the support, that's that's enough right there. The small things is what really matters. The small things is what goes a long ways. And he tells me, he said, well, you can't lose no weight by just sitting there and telling me. He said, you and my kids always talking about losing weight and then y'all ain't doing anything about it. He said, you got to stay away from the bread. He said, you got to make you some tuna. And then I was like, boy, I ain't finna eat nobody tuna. And then my mama made some tuna. And then, I was really being sarcastic with him about the tuna. In a way, he was like, green vegetable, drink water. Because I was drinking like, I had to have a drink like morning, noon, and night. Whatever, if I had a snack, I woke up with a drink. When I went to bed, I woke up with a drink, bag of chips, and then I was eating out every single day. Then me and my best friend, we was going to eat out at these restaurants, and I'm talking about like we was just eating out like we didn't even buy grocery. There was this place called Megan's down there, and we was just going to eat out. I mean, we was eating like soul food. We was eating all kinds of fried food. We was eating out like 2 and 3 times a day. And then I had another little friend, but people were thinking that me and him was dating. And we wasn't dating. It was just that he came around. And even though my old man knew that the guy came around, he came around and he would always, I would drive his vehicle. And because sometimes when my vehicle was giving problems, he would help with mine. And I'd be like, okay, cool, you know what? But y'all, I tell you, I didn't think that I was gonna do it. And even though when my son became the personal trainer, me running and hiding. Oh, you know what? It's from Roxy. Um, yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, but you know what? No, I don't. I It's like I don't want to be with nobody else because, like I said, this one right here, and for us to been together this long, it's like I'm a winner. I feel like I got myself a winner with this one. And my best friend, they so supportive. When I say they so supportive, because after I broke down and got his name tattooed on me, and I sent it to them, baby, you should have saw. I sent it to them and I told them, and the first thing that come up out of their mouth was, "It's about damn time," and that is how supportive my friends are with me. And I was like, cause I had kept saying I was gonna get his name, then but I never did. But then finally, like when a lot of people be saying, "What's this on your chest? What's this on your chest?" Yeah. And I'm like, okay, you know what? No. I was surprised that I had went on and done it myself, because I was like, okay, it's time. We've been together this long. I know we not going nowhere. Even though we still like, I don't argue. I'll walk away, because he don't argue. He'll just give me the treatment to make me think something is going on. That's what he'll do. But I know how he is. He'll just give me like the little treatment and be like, okay, something going on. Something going on. Let her think something going on with somebody else. But I know. But when it comes to like me writing or doing videos or something like that, when I tell him I can't do all this, and when I say I can't do, my son and him be like, ain't no such word as can't. Ain't no such word as can't. But look, y'all, it's gonna be another part of this video. So I'm finna get ready to get off, because I got a lot of stuff to do. Okay. And I'm gonna talk about that one on that one should be on there next. But I'm finna get ready to get off, and I will talk to y'all later.